MTV Classic and MTV Base will be closing down at the end of this month and will be replaced by MTV 80s and MTV 90s. MTV Classic originally launched in 1999 as VH1 Classic, playing a wide variety of music videos from the 1960s to the 1990s. There weren't really much in terms of programming, for instance. They had these programs such as the 70s at 7, the 80s at 8, etc. In March 2010, the channel rebranded as MTV Classic and played a lot more variety of videos. And they changed the shows, for instance, with all these special programs such as the Class of 87, the Class of 92, playing music videos that came around in those years. However, in 2014 or 15, I think it was, the channel played a lot more 2000s and 2010s videos, which people were sort of not really too happy about, as it didn't really kind of feel classic. The 2000s, yes, but the 2010s, obviously, especially since these hits sort of came out a few years ago, these videos or whatever, and it just kind of drifted people away from the channel. Many people going over to vintage TV, which sort of played even more variety of videos featuring artists that MTV Classic would never, if ever, put on the channel. But in 2017 or 18, I can't remember, a few years after that, MTV Classic went back to its roots, playing classic videos from the 60s to the 2000s with a few 2010 stuff here and there. And throughout the last year, MTV Classic has become a big part of my music television viewing. Yes, music television is pretty much dead these days, but MTV Classic was a channel that kind of felt unique, to sort of any of the other channels, even the Now Music channels, for instance, because MTV Classic played videos, a lot of videos that don't get played anywhere else, for instance. I saw videos from a wide variety of different artists, including Daft Punk, Blur, Oasis, The Prodigy, The Chemical Brothers, Bjork, and even 9 Inch Nails, Aphex Twin, because they did a kind of Halloween Fright Fest countdown, top 100, and they were playing a load of different videos, not just 9 Inch Nails and Aphex Twin, but Slipknot as well. I saw Rock DJ, the uncut version. What else? MGMT as well, Kids from FIFA 09, and a lot of different stuff. And that's the thing I like about it. With all these, with all these countdown videos, you never know what's going to be played, for instance. I was watching today 80s versus 90s rock legends, and they played Radiohead, Nirvana obviously, but they also played Supergrass, Garbage, The Manics, The Verve, Smashing Pumpkins as well, Tonight. And I have a Instagram account which sort of is me capturing these kind of like pictures from these videos, sort of like kind of like documenting it. And I was just amazed at the amount of videos that the amount of these different videos that MTV Classic would play. Loads more variety than the Now Music channels and such. And MTV Base, obviously the channel started, I think, around the same time, 1999 I think it was, and has played a lot of kind of like hip hop videos. And it kind of makes sense to me that they're sort of like replacing MTV Base, because MTV Base, you've got these channels such as Kiss, for instance. I think Kiss is probably going to be the only rap channel left, because there used to be Channel AKA, Flavor as well, which sort of went, and there was another rap channel, I can't remember what it was, Massive R&B I think it was. So Kiss is only going to be the only urban channel left. And about this rebrand, MTV 80s and MTV 90s, obviously they have existed in Europe. They've been around in Europe since 2020. MTV 80s launched replacing VH1 Classic in Europe, which was very sad for VH1 Classic, because VH1 Classic in Europe went on for a very, very long time, had no advertisements at all. I guess it was because they somehow got a lot of viewers, or Maybe they were able to be paid by, because it's Europe, I guess they get paid a lot because of all these various countries sort of carrying the channel and such. MTV 90s replaced MTV Rocks, sort of the last MTV Rocks channel left, as the British one closed down in July. The Europe one closed down in October. And VH1 Europe, I think, closed down to be replaced by MTV Noughties, I think it was. So maybe perhaps MTV Noughties could be launching soon, perhaps, to replace MTV Hits. Who knows? We'll see. But, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, I don't know what to say about this, because MTV 80s, MTV 90s, I know there's the Now Music channels for this kind of stuff. Maybe perhaps they'll be playing different videos that the Now Music channels don't play. But the Now Music channels have been playing videos that I don't see on MTV Classic, for instance. There was I've been seeing Kraftwerk on XTC. On MTV, on Now 90s, they've been playing Manson, Portishead, Massive Attack. Well, I've seen Massive Attack on there, but yeah, these kind of videos and such, which don't really get played anywhere else. So who knows whether I'll still be watching the channels. Maybe I probably will, to see how it is, see what these kind of programs are. But for now, MTV Classic, MTV Base, thank you for the last 23 years. Especially MTV Classic has been my favourite music channel for the lot, and it's so sad to see the channel go. And I will be recording the end and the start of these channels. Who knows what the first video for these channels are going to be. MTV 80s perhaps, Money for Nothing. Who knows? And that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys